Hai, aku Chandra Intan dan selamat datang di versi terbaru dari Vampire Podcast, yaitu Building Your Empire. Call a friend.
There. Am I wrong? I mean, no spoilers.
Empowering women, like queens, real queens fix each other's crown.
Louder! I think we need tissue. Can we have tissue, please?
Hello everyone, welcome back to another podcast by Building Your Empire. Woohoo! I'm Intan and I'm very happy to be your host today. Dan hari ini kita sudah ada Ruhani Alicia.
Hello.
She is a sustainable development student di Mordah University. She's also a co-founder of Antea dan juga beliau ini adalah survivor of SLE lupus. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And also we have Uap or Raden Roro Widya Ayu Permatasari, betul ya?
Yes.
She is a singer-songwriter. She's also a music producer dan juga survivor of SLE as well. Thank you so much, girl, for coming.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much udah jauh-jauh ke Dubai.
Iya loh, aku di Dubai loh.
Iya, Dubai loh. Dari Tangsel ya?
Dari Tangsel loh aku.
Kalau kamu emang di Dubai. Thank you so much for coming to Brigada, ke Ocean Cafe, ke Teras Cafe. We're so happy to have you here. Dan aku persilakan untuk makan, boleh loh? Hari ini loh.
Siap. Thank you.
Nah, hari ini kita akan ngobrol banyak banget sama Uap, sama Hani juga, because we're going to talk about their stories fighting lupus, dan juga tentunya kita akan ngebahas soal karir mereka. So stay tune ya. Alright, so aku pengen tahu lebih banyak nih tentang kalian berdua, karena I mean, udah sebutin title kalian, but like I wanna know more about you. Kayak your background tuh gimana sih? What do you do biasanya? Because you're a medical student as well, right?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, would you please introduce yourself?
Aku lebih suka dibilang musisi.
I see.
Aku ngerjain musik, aku bikin musik, terus aku bikin lagu, aku suka nulis juga. Jadi emang fokusnya emang ngerjain musik sih basically sekarang. Walaupun aku dulu sekolahnya sekolah kedokteran, cuman emang keluarga aku walaupun mereka juga dokter semua, tapi mereka ngedukung aku buat ngejalanin apa yang aku suka gitu.
That's precious. Absolutely precious, right? Okay, thank you for your introduction, love. What about you, Hani? Would you please introduce yourself?
So my name is Rohani. I'm 21 years old, and I am studying sustainable development. I love nature, and I think that's my passion. So because of my love for nature, I want to fight for the earth. I love sports.
She's big on sports. Oh my god.
I love sports. I love music as well. I play the violin.
Really?
Yes, I love violin. I used to play the piano, but not anymore. I can just do a little bit still, but I focus on violin more. Oh yeah, I have an organization. It's called the Antea Project. We focus on environmental awareness, but we've mainly focus in waste management and marine life conservation and restoration. That's all.
You're an awesome human being, both of you. That's what I can tell you all. So, okay. Kalian kan ada ini ya, kemarin tuh sempat didiagnosis ada SLE ya.
Yeah.
Would you please like tell us more about it? Kayak medical conditionnya tuh seperti apa sih? Terus kayak penyebabnya tuh apa? Apakah itu genetik atau enggak? Kalau genetik tuh kayak dari lahir udah gitu apa gimana sih?
Tadi tanya soal genetik ya.
Iya.
Genetik itu sebenarnya kalau lupus yang aku pelajari dan aku juga konsultasi ke prof, itu 7% kemungkinan itu genetik. Iya, jadi kemungkinannya sebenarnya agak kecil. Cuman kalau dari aku sendiri, aku ada kemungkinan besar genetik karena di keluarga besar aku ada 4 yang kena.
Oh,
Ada
oke.
4 yang kena, terus tapi 1 om aku kena langsung di otak, jadi langsung lewat gitu.
Oh my god. Oh jadi kayak dia tuh beda-beda gitu ya.
Beda-beda.
Targets different
Oh,
organs.
I see. Tapi kayak bibitnya, like the seed for the geneticalnya tuh kayak ada autoimmune, tapi it can be like munculnya
It dem-
beda-beda gitu.
Yeah, it depends on like how you stimulate it. So like lifestyle-nya kalau sama dengan like people who have got lupus pasti it will trigger.
I see. Okay. Kalau apa ya, secara definisi gitu ya. SL itu apa sih? Like what it is? What is it? Sorry.
Lupus tuh orang-orang bilangnya itu sebagai king of autoimmune.
Oh my god.
Jadi kayak dari semua kumpulan penyakit autoimun yang banyak banget.
Ada 7 ya kalau nggak salah ya jenisnya.
Banyak banget.
Oh banyak banget. Ternyata
More
lebih.
than that, much more than
Oh
that.
my god.
Iya, itu kayak kalau dikumpulin jadi satu dan kalau dites itu positif ya itu gongnya tuh di lupus itu. Gitu.
So like it has banyak banget symptomsnya gitu kan.
Banyak, setiap orang punya symptoms yang berbeda-beda.
Oke.
Mungkin kalau aku beda, Hani juga beda, kita nggak tahu juga gitu.
Meskipun sama-sama SLE,
Iya.
tapi bisa beda-beda ya. I see. Tadi kan Hani sempat bilang soal trigger gitu kan.
Yeah.
So what's like the trigger? What makes it a trigger gitu? Kayak how?
I think kalau untuk different people, it's different as we say karena our lifestyle is different, right? So, like I can speak for myself. For me, maybe the trigger was stress, like big on stress, kan? Stress from school, from anything, and then maybe also the diet, because also I think we need to look at like blood type juga kalau untuk diet, right? So maybe for my blood type is not the right, maybe for my body because I get tired. So it's a sign that your body isn't accepting the food because you're tired after. Karena kan kalau seandainya you eat something, it needs to give you energy instead of making you tired. So I think that's one thing I realized from before, that my diet wasn't cocok for my blood or my body because I get sleepy gitu kan. But now since I changed my diet to veganism and I drink this juice, I don't get tired. I get energized. Like even though you need sleep at night, but your food is your medicine, basically.
I see. So like kita benar-benar harus ngedengerin badan kita sih ya.
Yeah.
Banget, dan ya itu kita harus manage diri kita dengan menghindari stres banget lah.
Yeah.
Karena stres tuh trigger nomor 1.
Oh my god. Gengs, don't be stressed. Tapi kayak the way I tell it kayak screaming kayak it's gonna make you stress. Okay, guys, don't be stressed. I see.
Don't be
Okay,
stressed.
okay.
Iya.
Oh, sebenarnya kamu pernah bilang juga sih sama aku kayak aku harus bisa benar-benar dengerin kalau misalnya makan terus ternyata sleepy. Like I have to really like I think harus journaling gitu nggak sih?
And I think also what maybe many people don't realize is that your body, when you're in pain, it's signaling something.
Yes.
It's talking to you gitu
It's
ya.
talking to you. Like your body is not just gonna fail on you, langsung. It's like it tells you like you need like if you have, for example, for lupus patients, we have joint pains. Then that means that it's kind of like triggering something, but it's not gonna langsung attack your organs.
I see.
So it will tell you that your joints are hurting, and then you have to do something about it to make you feel better. Maybe you need sleep. Maybe you need like nutrition. Maybe you're too tired or something. You're overdoing it. Your body will tell you.
Ini nggak berlaku cuma untuk orang-orang yang ada autoimun ya, tapi untuk kita yang masih ngerasa sehat, kalau ada hal-hal kecil-kecil kayak gitu justru kita harus
Diperhatikan.
diperhatikan
Yeah.
ya. By the way, nanti kita akan ngobrol lebih lanjut sih soal juice-nya. So this juice itu ada di menunya Ocean Cafe. So if you all want to know what it is, just come here and chase yourself. Mungkin Han nanti bisa kasih tahu ke kalian kayak isinya apa aja.
Aku
But-
juga bagi resepnya.
Exactly,
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure.
You have to try first
Yes, I
here.
have to try.
Nanti bisa langsung review ya. Mas, punten boleh minta Rohanis Elixir ya? 1, makasih. Langsung dipesan. Oke. Alright, so that's that ya. Kalau untuk kalian berdua nih, itu awalnya gimana sih? Kayak apakah tiba-tiba dapat simptomnya langsung bareng-bareng atau mungkin satu-satu gitu? Like how is it? How was the start?
Aku tuh dimulai dari September 2021. Jadi aku tuh badannya panas for like 3 months gitu.
3 months demam.
3 months demam, kayak sampai 40,3 gitu. What? 40,3, terus udah diobatin segala macem, nggak ada yang mempan. Dan pas aku dicek ternyata aku resisten semua antibiotik. Jadi kayak bingung kan, ini kenapa gitu. Itu gejala pertama. Gejala pertama sampai akhirnya aku dirawat 17 hari tuh di rumah sakit. Ini aku cerita panjang nggak apa-apa?
Nggak apa-apa banget.
Dirawat 17 hari di rumah sakit. Akhirnya dicek semuanya kan, karena ini nggak mungkin panas kayak gini, pasti ada infeksi di dalam tubuh aku kan. Terus aku di endoskopi, di kolonoskopi, di sistoskopi, buat ngecek lambung, usus besar, terus kandung kemih. Nah pas dicek di sana, endoskopi aman, lambungku aman, terus sistoskopi katanya nggak ada apa-apa nih di rumah sakit itu. And then ke usus besar. Ternyata di situ ditemuin kalau aku colitis ulceratif, radang usus besar.
I see.
Yang mana itu termasuk golongan dari autoimun. Aku baru tahu, ternyata gue autoimun nih gitu. Akhirnya cuman dari dokternya itu nggak ada penanganan yang lebih lanjut gitu loh. Akhirnya aku minta, I told my mom untuk pulang ke rumah, kita ganti rumah sakit aja, ganti dokter. Kita ganti dokter, pindahlah ke rumah sakit lain, terus dicek semua ulang. Ternyata aku pas di sistoskopi itu harus dioperasi saat itu juga, karena ternyata banyak polip di kandung kemih yang menjalar sampai ke ginjal. Terus,
my God.
Iya. Terus kandung kemih aku isinya itu naik 500 cc sampai ke ginjal. Jadi harus diambil saat itu juga.
Gila.
What's a
Bladder. Kandung kemih, right?
Iya.
yeah?
It's bladder. And then it comes up to the kidney.
Jadi inflammation.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
Iya, kayak udah dioperasi saat itu. Lalu gross hematuri. Jadi aku buang air kecil, berdarah gross hematuri banyak banget, and then aku harus transfusi kan, berapa kantong gitu. Nah untuk mencapai di transfusi itu juga aku nggak bisa langsung karena panas aku nggak turun-turun.
Oh kalau untuk transfusi itu harus
di bawah
ya?
37.
I see.
Cuman karena waktu itu aku udah mepet banget, 37,7 dibolehin sama dokter gitu. Habis itu akhirnya mulai tuh timbul gejala-gejala lain, kayak sendi aku sakit, terus perut aku kesakitan, pinggang aku kesakitan. Sampai akhirnya muncullah kayak merah-merah bercak-bercak di muka.
Isn't it the butterfly?
Iya, butterfly. Ya, kayak gitu. Kayak muncul merah-merah bercak-bercak. Gatel semuanya. Akhirnya di situ disuntik macam-macam lah, disuntik macam-macam. Akhirnya wah ini kayaknya mesti dites ANA nih, Ana profile dan Ana IF gitu. Pas dicek ternyata aku positif lupus, dan itu baru ketahuan Februari. Jadi perjalanannya tuh
Gila lama banget, dari September kan?
Iya, 10 bulan dirawat di rumah sakit.
Oh my god, 2021.
Iya, 2021. Baru banget.
Wait, also in September.
Oh ya?
Yeah. What? September 2018.
Gila.
Oh my god. Oke, so
September's cursed.
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Kidding.
Kalian banyak-banyak istighfar.
Iya,
Tiap
mesti.
ngomong September kita tuh mendekatkan diri pada Tuhan. Makan yang benar, tidur. Kalau udah stres tuh udah berserah diri pada Tuhan gitu. Kalau harus ganti kerjaan ganti gitu. Ada resign. Gila.
Itu baru ketahuan Februari lupus, langsung down dong tuh
Iya,
kayak
dong.
gila, kayak I wanna stop from music deh, kayaknya kayak
Sumpah ya, gue kayak pas Uap di Instagramnya bilang kalau masa dia mau rehat dari musik, itu kayak se-Indonesia sedih cuy. Like, oh my god Uap kenapa? Tapi gue liat tuh kayak banyak banget loh dia yang support gitu loh. Like, you're a gem gitu loh. Lu kayak just don't stop your music cause we all love it. You guys know it. Go to her page now. Oke, I see. Kalau Hani gimana? Awalnya gimana?
Jadi my experience was that in September, before September 2018, mataku bengkak. So like bengkak, bener-bener bengkak banget, and my face was swollen. No one knew, not moon face yet actually, cuman swollen aja. Dan orang-orang kira, like our family, where they thought that it's allergies.
Iya, karena kayak alergi nggak sih bentukannya kayak gitu.
So we went to Singapore, terus kita cek, nggak ada allergy sama sekali, it's undetected. Terus I got referred to a dermatologist, and then dari situ he checked like the skin, right? Maybe it's a skin condition, maybe it was something, red. I don't know, So then we went, and then the dermatologist did an ANA test. So he did an ANA test, and then it was ANA positive. It was just an NAA basic test gitu, nothing further than that. Terus habis itu, nggak lama balik dari Singapura, we came to Indonesia, and then I tiba-tiba just got sick, like suddenly, like start vomiting, stopped vomiting, and then vomitingnya like air. It was just water, and then it was quite like worrying karena nothing went in my system, like no drinks, no water, no food. So then kan pasti bakal dehidrasi kan, dehidrasi. Terus habis itu pas I was dehydrated, brought to the hospital, and then when I was at the hospital, they did a CT scan langsung to see what's going on in the whole body. Then they saw that in the usus ada infection. I think also one of the reasons why there was an infection karena I was like constipated for a year.
Oh,
It was really bad.
Oh my
It was
God.
really bad actually. And then like I had to take laxatives because it was bad, And I suggest no one ever should take laxatives because it's so bad. It's
Oh,
so
yeah?
bad.
really?
It's so bad. It's not good for you.
Oh yeah, like
at
how?
all. Karena it forces your bowels to move.
Oh,
And when you force your bowels to move, maybe like maybe it's not cleared properly, or
Okay.
So maybe that's what happened to me as well. Didn't get clear properly, and the usus was not. It was really poor in movement. So, the walls and all that, maybe it's inflamed. So habis itu ada infection there. So I had to operation, and then take it out. And then they took my appendix out as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I had to stay at the hospital for a bit because they also still didn't know. They didn't diagnose me with anything karena mereka nggak tahu apa-apa. But then my mom realized that I had ANA positive.
Did you go to the internist?
They did a test again when I was at the hospital. They did a test again for the whole ANA profile. And then that's when they knew that, kayak tiba-tiba ada kayak all the details, right? Kayak all the different types of autoimmune. And then it showed SLE. So that's when they knew I had SLE. So everything made sense after the test. Yeah, we're trying to find for doctors. Found one in Singapore. So that's where I go to treatment. I think ever since then, I research a lot and like increase my knowledge about lupus.
Yeah.
And then figure out like and understand. I think also when people go through this, they need to understand what they have.
Yeah.
Jadi, if they understand themselves, then they can improve it. For me, I understood my lifestyle, right? So I try to improve it one by one. Dari diet, dari activities. Now I do like instead of like the extreme sports, right? I balance it with yoga, something like that. Terus kalau diet, I changed my diet from eating like meat. Now I'm plant-based fully. Other than that, I think also hindari sun.
Oh yeah.
Hindari the sun.
Too much gitu ya.
Too much matahari is not good also.
Sunscreen, y'all. Sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen is key. Pooping is key. Have your poop. If you haven't, try to poop, man. Like, yeah, please
Vegetables.
do. Vegetables and water. And
Water,
kombucha.
yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, true.
Check Saibucha after this. Okay.
Self-promote.
That's okay. Gue gak harus bayar kan ya? Alright, so that's how it started. Kalau medicationnya gimana sih? Waktu kalian, like pasti di dalam 10 bulan. Itu apalagi pas lagi COVID gak sih?
Iya, dan aku di bulan Maret kena COVID di dalam rumah sakit.
Oh my goodness.
Pas lagi parah-parahnya harus positif juga.
Gila.
I also got COVID last time. The Delta was it was bad, so bad.
You were with your mom juga kan waktu itu ya?
Yeah, I was at home.
Oh my god.
Tapi it hit me quite hard actually, but not too hard.
Delta lagi.
It's fine.
Gila iya Delta.
Aku Omicron jadi aman.
I see. I mean like still.
But still.
Sinusnya parah banget. Parah banget, sakit banget.
Oh my god. So like what type of medication that you get gitu? Kayak selain
Steroids
cek
is
gitu.
first.
Okay, steroids ya.
Itu udah
Pasti.
udah paling wajib sih ya. Dan kalau aku sendiri, aku tuh konsul sama beberapa dokter kan, karena ya aku kena di beberapa organ, jadi emang harus konsultasi banyak, dari mulai penyakit dalam biasa sampai konsultan buat imun segala macam. Aku ke mereka semua, dan yang aku dapetin ya steroid, dan itu tergantung dosisnya tuh tergantung keadaan tubuh kita nih. Kadang-kadang bisa diturunin di selang harinya gitu. Jadi tergantung gimana keadaan tubuh kita.
Steroid itu sebenarnya what does steroid do sih?
Untuk menekan imun sistem kita supaya nggak. Iya. Karena kan imun
It also decrease inflammation.
Iya.
Oke.
Tuh.
Steroid itu imunosupresan nggak sih?
Iya,
Sotoy?
iya.
Gue sotoy.
Iya.
Oke.
Betul.
I still drink
Alright.
that today.
Oh ya? I
Aku
see.
juga.
By the way, kondisi ini gue harusnya state dari awal sih. Autoimmune is basically kayak imun kita nih, daya tahan tubuh kita. Itu kan harusnya kan dia kayak berantemin ini kan, hal-hal yang dari luar kayak bakteri, virus gitu-gitu kan. Nah tapi kalau misalnya autoimun tuh imunnya kayak gue bingung nih, gue mau nyerang diri sendiri gitu. Jadi kayak jaringan diri sendiri yang diserang, makanya
Malah
sakit
nyerang diri
banget.
sendiri.
Iya, dan itu tuh kayak orang beda-beda. Ada yang nyerangnya jaringan kulit, ada yang ke tulang, segala macam. Kalau lupus ke semuanya.
Ke
Beda-beda ya, beda-beda.
Dan beda-beda. Kebetulan dapetnya rombongan. Jadi
Yeah, it comes in a package. Like bisa, because your skin is also an organ. It's the biggest
True,
organ
true.
in your body.
True.
Jadi kalau skin, it depends. Like any organ, it could even attack your blood. You know, it could attack anything, like your eyes, whatever.
Oh my god.
Like, and the scariest thing actually, you don't even know when it's gonna attack you
True.
or where it's gonna attack you.
Okay, so we can only like control the triggers gitu ya, kayak stress atau
Yeah, you control the triggers, and then perubahannya, and like you fix it. That's all you could actually do.
Okay. So selain yang medical gitu ya dengan steroid, ada nggak yang natural, like alternative atau mungkin kayak yang natural yang ngebantu kalian?
enggak sih, karena aku jujur udah pengen banget sebenarnya minum jus, terus makan buah dan makan sayur. Cuman kan baru aja dibolehin nih, karena sebelumnya nggak dibolehin karena colitis ulceratif ya kan. Jadi aku pernah bandel makan pecel, abis itu langsung buang air besarnya, semua air semua. Jadi
Oh my
kayak nggak bisa gitu. Tapi pas baru-baru ini dicoba, alhamdulillah bisa.
Okay, listen to your doctors ya.
I also think that sometimes with nutrition and medicine, they don't get along.
Yes.
So, like nutrition with doctors, they don't really like suggest that to you. They don't say like, oh yeah, you do this for nutrition. But it depends again, like the people maybe who are open-minded to nutrition, as in like the doctors who maybe has experienced something. Like my nutritionist in America, she experienced lupus and stuff. Tapi dia professor in medical. She's a neurologist, I think. Can't remember. But she also supports nutrition. So she actually gives remedies to cure things that and diseases yang nggak bisa di-cure, nggak bisa di-cure with medicine.
Is it the one that you told me about?
Yeah.
The Goodbye Lupus one?
Yes.
You guys
Dr.
check
Brooke.
in here. Siapa namanya?
Dr. Brooke Goldner.
Dr. Brooke
Goldner.
Goldner. Dr. Brooke Goldner. Atau Goodbye Lupus. Like you guys can check it. Alright. Jadi sebenarnya kalau misalnya dari Dr. Brooke itu dia bilang kalau misalnya pakai nutrition juga bisa ya di-combine-nya.
Yeah, because lupus there's no cure. There's no cure at all. Like for autoimmune, people say yeah, you just live with it. But in reality, you can actually cure it with nutrition.
By the way, Hani juga ada ini ya Instagram for her health journey.
Oh yeah,
Bisa follow di mana Hani?
Rahani's health journey.
Yes, you girls can check it out later. Okay, thank you so
Sama-sama.
much, girls, for sharing.
Sama-sama.
Thank
This
you.
was really hard and wholesome and like very inspiring. Your strength is really just a blessing, not only for you, for the people around you and the world. Thank you so much for surviving. Thank you so much for living your life to the fullest and fighting all this. So yeah, I hope you all kind of feel it from here because I want to cry already. But
Don't cry. We're gonna cry.
we have makeup. Okay, thank you so much girls again for being here and sharing. Thank you so much yang
Thank
udah nonton
you.
dari awal sampai akhir. Semoga bermanfaat buat teman-teman dan jangan lupa untuk subscribe and comment down below tentang pengalaman kamu atau kalau misalkan mau sharing-sharing apapun, kalian bisa langsung aja juga cek ke platformnya Hani dan juga platformnya Uapwidia. Hani di Ruhani.Alicia. So yeah, see you on another episode of Building Your Empire. Bye. Gak banyak orang loh, terutama yang kayak masih muda gitu ya, bisa ngomong soal spiritualitas sejauh itu. Like that girl, maybe you're an old soul.